and welcome back to Beyond the Bridge, Session 4, Episode 4, Week 4, the 4th showing, Part 2. And we're just about to venture forth from town, and not do that, but do that. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, so first of all, could you, Rosemary, Seshi, could you please roll a D100?
Yes.
Oh dear.
We're all gonna die. For glory!
It'll make a great story.
Swear it was Alt. The button to refocus. Oh, it's Shift, okay. Okay, so the weather today is wonderful, it's fine, there's nothing the matter at all. The sky is bright and blue, and you're all very happy and cheerful. Or maybe not. Maybe you don't like bright skies. I'm not telling you. Anyway, so one of you is going to navigate and lead the party. So you can choose between athletics, stealth, or survival to roll, and this is going to follow you for a 3-day period. If you are using athletics, you get the actions Endure, which is ignore weather for a day, Quicken Pace, which is double speed for a day, Bolster, which is advantage on acrobatics and athletics for an hour for the entire party. Stealth is hidden, advantage on stealth for an hour, whole party. Element of surprise, you get a surprise round at the beginning of a fight, within reason. Obviously, you can't like begin the fight and then use it, but you know. And secret camp, make a hidden camp and avoid getting eaten. Survival is navigate, so know where you're going. If you can tell me a landmark, I will tell you where that is. Hunt/forage, that's spend an action, get 1 day's worth of food, you don't consume rations on that day. And safe camp, which is safe camp for the night. You get 4 hexes a day of movement, or 8 if you're using Quicken Pace, and this is basically representing 2 hours of walking, vaguely. So, who wants to lead the party, and who wants to... Oh, by the way, Shriek, if you just look in the handouts, you should be able to see this in the section called Rules.
Oh, fabulous! Thank you.
Just because I notice you're posting notes.
I try to keep track.
Yeah, it's okay. That's probably going to be useful for me because I can check the chat log between sessions to remember what the hell I've said. So, who wants to lead
She's so
the party,
helpful.
and what would you like to use?
So who wants to
Well,
lead the
like
way?
I said, I can. Yeah, I think it's between me and our fine Jack here. It seems like our most important thing is to find the fortress, because that's when we know to go straight north. So, would it be best to do that with athletics or survival?
I may have goofed a little. I don't have athletics. I have acrobatics.
Oh,
I think I have athletics.
okay.
I'm not
So I
very
think the
sharp.
most important thing is to find that fortress. It's 2 days out. If it's 3 days that we have to pick one that lasts for 3 days, maybe do survival to start off with. And I can take the lead on that. Or I'm sorry, who else had survival? Okay, pick me. So let's do survival. We'll probably hunt forage for the first day, navigate for the second day to make sure we hit the fortress.
You don't have to use them like day by day. You can use a bunch at once, or a bunch when you get lost, but it's just quite a lot of them are they last a day. So
Okay,
Okay.
well in that case, maybe we want to book it out of town at double pace.
I'm
Well,
in it
sooner
for
we
the
get there.
glory! Let's get there faster. More glory!
Okay.
I
Let's book-
like the way he thinks.
Of course you do.
Why wouldn't I?
Day 1, move fast northwest.
okay. Hang on a moment.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, that's annoying.
I just made a boo-boo of not putting myself on Do Not Disturb when I'm streaming. Anyway, so someone's going to make an athletics then, I'm assuming, if you're wanting to move quickly? Is that the plan?
I can give it a shot.
Okay. Well,
Yes, please.
there's an athletics
Sorry.
in the chat. It's all good.
You
And
can do it next time.
can someone who is not Shriek volunteer to be the scout, the person who is the front of the party, who will both spot things and attempt to not be spotted by things?
Who has the highest passive perception?
I can give it a shot. I mean, it's not the highest, but it's better than nothing.
Okay. So, Sean, what's your passive perception?
If I'm reading this right, 13?
Sounds good. And what's your stealth?
Stealth, passive stealth?
Yeah.
Or
Add 10.
I'm
Go
just
for it.
reading off the thing here. It says pass on the right with the little
Yep.
blue boxes. Passive stealth is 14.
Cool. And Shriek, Helen, you have 3 travel actions to use in the next 3 days. From Endure, Elements, Quicken Paste, and Bolster. So, right, let's get this show moving. So, just give me a second to do... Helen, dial tone.
She says sorry.
That's so annoying. Okay.
Okay,
Trying to do that again.
so if you would just like to click on the little voodoo doll, which is your party, and just move it into the square you wish, the hex you wish to go to. And, yep, you're all good. Move again. Yep. Could you please roll a d100? Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop. 62. That's perfect. Move again. Okay, move again. Okay. Boop. That's perfect. Roll a d100 before you move. So go back there and roll a d100. Cool. Move again. Cool. So could you please roll a d100? Okay, and to the north you can see a small little fort. It's a small palisade, wooden sticks driven in with 4 towers around the edge. Inside there are a collection of small wooden buildings. As you continue northwest, you notice that you're following a rough sort of trail. Sean, congratulations.
I noticed something.
Possibly. I'll find out if you notice something when I can be clever. But unfortunately, I am unable to be clever. It's one of my weaknesses. Cool. So, Sean, as you're walking along this rough trail that leads northwest from Haven, you very quickly realise that there are a group of people just on the road ahead. You can see a number of them, which I will tell you in a moment when I can find it. I have too many notes.
Okay, there we go.
Let me just see.
Too many things to keep up.
Okay. No, it's 28. Cool. 28. You can see 10 people standing in the road, just kind of watching it. They seem quite hardy. You can see a number of bows and other weaponry among them, and they seem to just be watching the road as far as you can tell. They do not seem to have spotted you, however.
I'm gonna let the party know that, guys, there's some people up ahead and they're armed. I'm not sure what their intentions are, but, what do you guys think?
I mean, didn't they say something about suffering weird dreams at the fort?
I don't
But
think this
we're
is the same
awake.
fort.
Well, you could say 2 days travel. I mean, it's only been
But we've gone at double speed.
He's got a
true.
point.
Yeah, they said fortress. This one sounds a lot more rickety than the one he was describing.
Yeah, this is a small fort, not a fortress.
Okay.
Fortress, potato.
What do they look like? Do they look like, I don't know, bandits or scared
At
farmers
this
or?
distance, they look like a group of 10 men with weapons. They're clearly standing on the only kind of trail. I mean, I wouldn't call it a road, but it's clearly a trail that's been well trodden. And they don't seem to be moving, but if you kept moving the way you would going, you would run into them. You would have to detour to avoid them. They're just on the road.
I mean, everybody likes me, if that's helpful. Like,
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
get
not
along
sure
well.
about that. I'm okay with detouring. I don't know.
Do we really want to take the time to walk around? Because it's going to take us that much longer to get there, and it'll be that much longer for us to get back. That sounds like a lot of work.
Of course
Well, it
does.
depends
We
on
just-
if you're talking about
yeah.
in-game time and out-of-game time. If you want to
I'll
make
talk-
it to the mine in the next 3 real-time hours, then we're going to need to ignore interesting things. As an out-of-character comment. But if you want to fight him, I'm totally Strike's like, I haven't killed anything in a while. I'm totally
it's
okay
been
with that.
minutes.
This might make a good story.
It would.
Okay, well, so
Let's go
I'm
up
not
and
so
say
good
hi.
at buttering people up, but maybe we'll just go talk to them first, or are we just gonna like jump out of the bushes and be like, you guys have weapons, you're on the trail, you must be bad, let's eliminate you.
I think we should go up and say hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I vote we say hi.
I vote you two dashing half-elves be in charge of the high part. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, so who's in charge of the two half elves? Which one of you wishes to be the Jack or Theron? Which one of you wishes to be the bold first person to put their foot forward?
Theron's got this. Theron
Cool.
is very
Theron, could you roll a d6, please?
I'll let you take the lead.
roll a d6?
Yeah, just a d6, you know. Slash roll.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
Can we see like what the side what
There we
the
go.
side
And I rolled a 1. Of course.
Say that again.
Could be Wes.
what does the area around where they are look like? Are there trees or hills or cliffs or
there-
anything like
there
that,
are-
or is it pretty open?
There is a small rickety wooden fort up to the north. There are kind of like trees quite far away. They're like a couple hours movement.
Okay,
kind of
so
southwest.
sneaking up on
You're-
these guys,
like,
not so much.
It's open grassland. It's the Uden Plains. There are shrubs and bushes and the odd tree, surely, but it's not like a verdant paradise of hiding. At a certain point, stealth would become pretty
Okay.
embarrassing. It would be like,
Hey, Shrike, those half-elves are a size larger than us. We could hide behind them.
Good point. Oh my god, that's so hilarious. Okay, go ahead.
okay. So, are you stealthing behind the half elves? Is this what you're doing?
I think this would be a good idea.
Okay. So, make stealth checks, both of you.
So let's see. I can move through the space of any creature larger than me.
Oh, are you not a Lightfoot? I think it is.
I'm not a Lightfoot. I'm stout. So I'll
Oh.
just stay up. Like I won't try and stealth it. We'll just let you be the sneaky one.
Okay. So, Theron, could you please give me a insight check?
Okay.
Cool.
Insight.
Okay. Do you call out or say anything as you're like walking up to them, or are you waiting to get within, comfortable talking distance before you begin the conversation?
I stroll up real casual, fairly nonchalantly.
Okay.
Certain that people love me.
Okay. So, as you stroll up towards them, you begin to feel a deep sense of unease. You see one of them see you, and then one of them look at the other, and then all of them begin, like, readying their bows. And you just get to a certain range, and you have that assured sense. They're not going to threaten you, they're going to kill you. And as the first arrow begins to sail, all of you are ready to roll initiative. So we'll hop on over to combat. Um, do. Sometimes dudes on the road just want to kill you. You are at 80 feet when this fight begins.
80 feet? Oh. Well then, what shall I do?
So, for this session, I have tokens. Yay. If they work, that is. Boo. Oh, they do work. Yay. At least they should. They should work. Oh god.
Okay, just to
There we go.
double check a
Okay.
few things.
So you should see some folks. Seren, you're at the front. Jack walking behind. Shriek, you're hiding behind which of the big ones? No, wait, you're visible.
I'm the
Rosemary.
not hidey one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosemary, who are you hiding behind? Are you hiding behind Theron or Jack?
I'm behind Jack.
Cool. And 80 feet puts you there. And we now begin the wonderful. So feel free to click on your tokens and roll initiative while I set up 10 gruesome enemies to murder and maim you. And I'll totally get there before I stop babbling to myself.
Uh-oh, that's a large token.
That's just the standard size they are before I do that. Don't worry.
Okay.
I like that much better.
So A B C D E F G H I J J. Okay. Bit embarrassing that I still have to do that. I'm a grown man, but there you go.
Pretty sure we all have to.
It's impossible, man. It's impossible to count alphabet letters unless it's Z, which is obviously 26. But then you just start counting backwards from Z, so you know it's no difference. So yeah, there's going to be a little fight here. Query: any of you got ranged weapons?
I have a
Yes.
Crossbow. Okay.
I've got a short bow.
I've got a crossbow and I've got my spells.
Okay. Just checking. You know, nonchalant like.
I also have Vicious Mockery.
Oh, I love that spell. It's the best.
So do I.
Death by words.
Death by mocking. Death by mockery. Okay. Let me double sure. My health is
Okay, I
right.
think that's everything. So boots. So this is happening on just kind of like open grassy plains. It's not much interesting. So brief description of the enemies. They're all wearing leather armor. All of them except one have bows. One, A, is quite big and beefy. He doesn't have a bow, and he's just got a big lump of iron in his hands. And he seems to be the one giving commands. So just before they all start pelting you with arrows, you hear, "Loose!" And then a small pause, and then they start popping off arrows one by one. They're not terribly organized, but enough to make some trouble for you.
That's comforting.
All right. Are there any features like bushes, rocks, convenient mist?
Roll a d20.
Okay.
There is a convenient rock that's down here. It's about 2 feet tall, and there is a large group of bushes up here around a tree. And the tree has some like little greeny grass around it. But they seem to be the pretty much only features in this otherwise bleak and barren wilderness of death. 7, 14, 4, 5. You had to choose a large group to start with. Couldn't you have chosen a smaller group? It would have been nicer.
This one, yeah, this is gonna go well.
Is A's not in the initiative yet, is he? Cool. And add turn. A has a different initiative. Do. This is the bit where you just kill them all. I'm like super mad. Sorry. Cool. So once again, A is just bigger than the rest. He's bulky, broad, strong-looking, wielding an iron cudgel. The rest of them are all armed with a loose assortment of swords and bows. So starts off, and the first guy, he like grumbles to himself, and he just braces. Jack, what do? You see the arrows like mid-flight coming towards you.
Oh dear.
That's a good choice. Good choice.
Well, I might as well draw my bow, since I'm just at range. I'll take a shot at A.
Okie dokes.
That is 80, right?
Should be.
Double check.
You can inch forward a couple squares if you want.
75. He's still within range.
Cool.
Take a shot with a short bow. Attack.
So I think we've all played. Ooh, nice one.
And a hit.
I think we've all played a fair amount of D&D, but just to remind you, like, if you throw yourself on the floor, ranged attacks have disadvantage against you, and if you get behind something, you get partial cover. So I don't know how badly this is going to go down, but I think if we work at it, we could definitely party wipe on this thing. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so Jack, do you want to do any other action? So you fire off this arrow, and it slams straight into the throat of this broad guy. A splurt of blood comes out. He grimaces, grabs the arrow, tugs it out, and like clutches his neck, and then wipes away like a little bit of blood.
I'll look over and go, oops. And I'm just going to continue standing there because I'm not sure what else to do. Guys,
As a point,
You don't
if
piss
you
them
ran
off.
if you ran behind the rock, you would probably get half cover. Like if you run behind the rock and crouch behind it, that would give you +2 AC.
I can make it. I want to run behind the rock.
Okay, so just
Yay!
click your token and drag. Also, is
Oh,
it
I'll run to the far side of the rock.
space? It's that one. Okay. Also, as a point, if you click your token and you're dragging it and you tap space, it'll draw a line while you're holding your token.
Oh. I did not know that.
I learnt it, then forgot which button it was, but remembered again. Okay, so colourful fellow number I shoots Theron.
Is that gonna work?
So Theron, what's your AC, good fellow?
13.
Okay, so an arrow sails towards you, slams into you, and you feel a burning sensation in your chest. As you
Burning
take 3 damage.
sensation? Okay.
Yep, it's called pain. You might be accustomed to it after
No.
a brief while. Okay, so Rosemary, what do you do?
I am going to
Theron, do you
shoot
want-
A with Guiding Bolt and pray to God it hits.
Go for it. So you fire off this bolt of radiant light, and it like slams into the ground. There's a burst of sparkles, and the clod is kicked up.
Damn, I missed.
Do you follow this action up with anything?
Yeah,
That would be.
I'm going to run over here and hide behind the rock.
Cool.
I may be short, but I don't trust the things not to hit me.
Cool. So Shriek, you're up. What would you like to do?
Okay, so you might have to let me know how you like to deal with speaking during combat, but I think she wants to yell at this guy and be like, "You coward! Attacking a group of travelers on the road. If you're such a big man, like I challenge you to single combat."
You get an immediate response. Single combat! I took an arrow, you take an arrow, then come face me. And he begins walking forward. And he gestures to one of his dudes to put an arrow in you before the fight.
Okay, can she rage before that comes?
Yeah, he just begins walking forward with the intent to kill you, so you can start walking forward with the intent to kill him.
Okay.
But you get
One.
the impression that as long as he's not targeted by anyone else in your party, only one archer will get a hit on you before they ignore you in favor of others.
Okay. So she'd like to. Oh wait, this means she probably can't.
You can rage. Because
Okay.
I know you can't rage and then not attack and it'll be dispersed, but you can begin raging and I'll count this your attack as a verbal one.
Okay. Bless you, sir.
No worries.
So she can move 25. I don't think she wants to get closer to the unit, so she's not going to dash. But yeah, she's just going to try and look as menacing as her 3 foot 3 inches will allow.
Okay. Would you like to take the dodge action perhaps, and therefore give yourself disadvantage on being shot?
What a fabulous idea! I do believe I do.
Okie dokes. So Archer C, following his boss's instructions, puts an arrow in you. What's your AC? It's greater than 7, I
15.
assume. Yeah, you're okay. The arrow comes towards you and you manage to weave out of the way and it clombs into the ground. Archer G will, aforementioned, shoot you with an arrow. And your armor again was?
Naturally, it's 15, so she's at 17 right now.
17 from...
Wasn't it +2 for the dodge? Or is that disadvantage?
No, dodge gives the attackers disadvantage.
Oh, okay, I got that mixed up. So it's just 15.
Yeah.
My bad.
Cool. Okay, and that's G. B also shoots an arrow at Shriek. Okay, successfully hitting you. And because you're raging, you reduce this damage by half, so it's 5 damage.
Okay.
So if you click on your token and click on the red health bar and just type -5, enter. Yep, cool. Okay, so as you get hit with an arrow, the big guy goes, "Now it's fair!" and just marches forward. E shoots at Theron. Swoop. Theron, you are hit, I assume?
Yep.
So an arrow sails out of the blue, slams into you, and you feel a burning pain, and you're down to 1. And J will shoot an arrow at Jack as he runs behind the rock. Jack, what's your AC?
Right now it's 13 plus whatever the rock is going to give me.
The rock gives you +2. So the arrow sails towards you, skimps off the rock, and slams into your chest, and it's just trapped in the clothing you're wearing, and you don't feel any pain. Theron, it's your turn. You have a couple of arrows in you.
So I think this is what I want to do. As my action, I would like to use Vicious Mockery on A.
Cool. As a point, I think Vicious Mockery is range 60 foot.
I'm pretty sure he just has to be able to hear me.
Vicious
No, it
Mockery has a range
spell
of 60 foot.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Let me double.
Aaron, if you move behind the rock, I can heal you. I'm not coming out of cover, though.
One action, one turn, Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, it's 60 foot.
Okay, so it can do that. Nope. Cool. Okay. Well, I definitely would like to inspire Sheik. Tell her that I believe in her. And good luck.
All right, so that's
Encouraging.
And then I would like to, I guess, well, that since I can't do
If she
that.
sees you hesitating, she's gonna be like, "Run for cover, dumbass!"
Yeah, I'm gonna run that way.
Okay. So move yourself down. Just click and drag. Cool. Okay. And
Theron, you still have an action if you
Yeah,
want to heal yourself.
that's
just
what I'm thinking. I think I want to cure wounds on myself.
go for it. D8 plus your spellcaster.
Mm-hmm.
Spellcast modifier.
So do I? Sorry, this is my first time using the interface.
If you just go /R space 1d8 and then what's your charisma modifier?
It's
3.
Should be 3.
3.
3. So 1d8 plus 3, and then hit enter. It should be fine. So 4. If you click on your token and then when the red circle is, just click in there and type +4, enter, and it'll update your health.
Ouch.
Excellent.
That's insulting.
So F draws his bow and looks over towards the rock, and you see like the big guy hold up his hand in a kind of halt, and he goes and begins striding forward. F takes a ready action to shoot anyone that emerges from the rock or takes an attack. D does the same. H does the same. So all of the archers seem to be just holding their fire, and it seems like the burly guy is pretty intent on the fair fight. Cough, cough. And he just strolls forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And readies an action to meet the Shriek in combat. Boop. Jack, what do you do?
Well, even though there's a bunch of arrows pointing at us, I think I'll pop out and take a shot at H.
Go for it.
Oh, get this back up.
Okay, so you pop up from behind the rock and you loose an arrow at H. He moves to the side slightly and it sails past him, and then you are answered by a trio of arrows.
I'm confident.
What's your AC?
I'm hit twice.
Bearing in mind that the rock is giving you +2, so
It's 13 plus the +2.
Okay,
Plus 2
so,
will give me
you
15, so.
you get hit twice then. Cool. So 2 and 7 for a total of 9. So a pair of arrows just thunk into you, and you're like, ah! And the big burly goes out, one-on-one combat, my left tit. And I prepares an action to shoot anyone that pops out from behind the rock. Rosemary, what do you do?
I am going to use Cure Wounds on poor little Jack there.
Okay, roll it up. Okay, so Jack, if you click on yourself and just go +6 into that lovely red box, you should get some health.
Okay.
This also works if you type it into the hit points in your character sheets. So Shriek, what do you do? You see this big burly dude with this iron, maul just standing ready to meet you.
Right. Well, I think she would have been readying her weapons as she walked forward, so she probably has a hand axe in both hands. When he said my left tit, am I getting the impression that when he said one more arrow and then people kept attacking on my side, that's no longer on?
You get the impression he's still very much interested in fighting you, and you can see that his fine folk are still readying their arrows to shoot at your comrades. They don't seem to be aiming at you or loosing arrows willy-nilly, but they
Okay.
also don't seem to be the most disciplined bunch.
All right, so I'm hoping if we can take down A, that the rest of them will disperse. All right, so she's gonna charge at him, which is just a fancy way of saying walk up to, and and she's raging, and so she'll attack with her hand axe.
And then an offhand hand axe as a bonus
Oh,
action, I'm
don't
assuming?
love me. What did I do wrong? Dice damage. Okay, well, I'll just be typing it in then. All right, so this
That's
is.
entirely fine.
I'll try and figure it out before the next one. So I think she gets proficiency plus strength. So it should be +4. So 1d20 +4.
Okay. So you land a hit with your first attack. Please roll the damage, and as you make the action to attack, the guy responds with his readied action to attack you. You will then
Okay.
get your bonus action to attack him again.
Don't
Okay.
forget, you have
Assuming you don't kill him.
inspiration.
Okay, yeah, that's only for d20 rolls though. So I'll
No, for an attack roll you can add a d4. So you hit him, and you like cut a savage blow across his chest, tearing open his.
It should have been 1d6 +2. Sorry about that. So -2.
Oh, okay.
A savage-ish blow.
Are you including your strength and rage in there? Rage gives you extra damage.
Rage gives me extra damage.
Rage gives you +2
I'm
damage.
sorry.
I'm fine with just leaving it as a d8 and having the 9, because
Sure, we'll do it like that.
because I've already
Thanks
written
for
down it's more
helping
health.
me.
No problem. But in future, when you're raging, you get +2 damage on any melee attack using strength, I believe.
I see that now. Yes. Okay, thank you.
So this big beefy dude just swings his cudgel at you, hoping to crack your face in. Doop. Okay. So the first blow slams into you, and you see him whipping his cudgel around to slam it into you again, but you avoid being hit a second time. You take 6 damage, which is halved, so 3. So if you click on your red health total and just drop it down by 3. Cool. And then it's your bonus action attack. So the second hand axe comes in.
I like this barbarian. Dual hand axes.
Cool. So
Hold on. I was talking out. Hold on. Can I inspiration the hit?
It hits.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the axe slams into this dude once again, and you see him like cry out in pain. And he makes a roll. And you hear him cry out, "Ah! Kill them all!" And he starts to like cower and back up. You get the intense impression that
if he backs up, do I get an attack of opportunity?
You will on his turn, when he does not make the disengage, but he probably will.
Ah, gotcha.
So,
okay.
On C's turn, C shoots you with an arrow. So the ceasefire having been broken as the cowardly tough like breaks morale and begins to back out, an arrow sails towards Shriek. And
are we playing that having him in front of me creates any kind of cover or no?
No cover based off him. Sorry.
Okay.
So like he's retreating and an arrow comes in an opportune moment and it goes and it like hits into your bicep and it just like shatters. The procedure is repeated by another dude who will move a bit. He'll go boop 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 and shoot at you. This one manages to find its mark. And inflicts 5 points of damage after halving. So just click on your red total and drop it by 5.
Alright, I'm down to 2.
Cool. And B will shoot at Jack. So B just aims at the rock, lets off a shot. It hits the rock and disintegrates. And then B goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to there. E will shoot at Theron. I think actually E. No, you're good. So it slams into a rock, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. J Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and shoots at Jack. Arrows ho! And it slams into you, Jack, and you feel once again the hot, sticky sensation of your own blood. If you'd like, click on the red circle, drop your health by 6.
Ouch.
Cool.
Minus 6.
Cool. Theron, what do you do?
My first action is going to cast Vicious Mockery on A.
No! Okay.
I shall
save,
call
right?
him a coward as I hide behind my rock.
That's a save, a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. A DC. He fails. So you just see him like clutch his head, roll up a D4, clutch his head, and blood starts pouring out of his nose, and he begins screaming like.
He does have disadvantage on future attack rolls.
Yeah.
Uh,
Unfortunately, he's cowarding it up.
Coward, anyways.
And in his haste to get away from Shriek, he will not be making the disengage on his turn.
Yeah.
okay. And then
However, Jack, Theron, do you stick your head up to make this insult, or are you just peering around the corner?
I'm peering around the corner. I mean, all he needs. Yeah, let's go peer around the corner.
Yeah, I think an arrow, unfortunately, is coming your way. What's your armor class?
That would be hopefully 13.
13 plus 2 from the rock is 15. Unfortunately, you are hit. Sorry. And I believe that's enough to knock you down. So your health drops to 0.
Yep.
As you peek out from around the rock, the last one that was holding his turn lets off an arrow, and it like hits into you. And you're just like down and out. Blood begins pooling on the ground around you.
As I faint unconscious, I'll say, "Make this better in stories," and I pass out.
I like that. Okay, and F. Let's see. F readies a shout, and he goes, "Drop your weapons, your bags, and your purses, and you might leave this with your lives." And he readies his turn to make an attack on anyone that moves out of the rock without dropping their gear, or anyone that approaches him. D makes a following the same ready. H makes the same ready. Where's H? There you are, H. Damn it. Do as I say. No, not that. And A, cowering like a wee baby, flees from Shriek. You may use your reaction to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, can I use my inspiration on that one?
Yes, you can add a D4 to that.
It's a D6.
Also, that's a quarterstaff attack, not a...
Oh, golly. Okay.
But
Well,
I'll count the roll, don't worry. It's all good.
I was so
That
excited
one
about it
stays.
actually working as a macro.
That
but-
one counts, so you may
Oh.
4 and add it.
No luck. Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
alright.
with a total of 6, he runs away and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And he takes the dash action and is just running away like a scared hoodlum. He's like, "Ah, ah, ah," clutching his bleeding nose like some sort of anime child. Jack.
I'm not feeling too good, so I'm use cure wounds on myself.
Always good. So, are you considering surrender? Is this an option that crosses your mind?
Death before dishonor. Oh, come on!
Strike's raging, so
So if
Yeah.
you just click on your health total and add 4 to it, whoop, some juicy health. Okay.
As my bonus action, I'm gonna use healing word on Theron to wake him up.
Did you heal yourself before as well, or was that Theron that healed Theron's self?
Theron
I
healed
healed
himself.
myself.
Oh yes, carry on. Then you have both your spells. Go for it.
Healing word. Here we go. Cast spell. Trap. Wake up!
And Theron, you regain 6 hit points and are immediately conscious. You describe what this looks like, Jack.
I point my hand at him and say, "Wake up, you fool!" As light envelops him, his eyes snap open.
I'm alive! Let's pretend this didn't happen.
And on I's turn, I goes 1, 2, and prepares an action for anyone moving out of the rock without surrendering or approaching him, and cries out, "Yeah, you can pretend all you want, but give up your stuff." Rosemary, what do you do?
I am going to sneak behind Theron. Oh,
Okay.
wrong button.
Go for it.
Going to sneak behind Theron and use. And probably. Oh, shoot, I don't know if I can do this again. Damn it, I can't. Well, in that case, I'm just going to stand there behind Theron because I wanted to attack A, but I can't use my guiding bolt again, and he's not close enough for me to use
Two
Sacred
casts per day.
Flame.
Have you cast something else?
Yeah, I casted Guiding Bolts and Cure Wounds.
Okay. And you've got no combat cantrips that you wish to use?
Sacred Flame, and he's too far away.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they're all too far away.
You could Sacred Flame E.
Is he close enough?
Yeah. It's 60
60.
foot, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Close enough. I mean, I
Alrighty.
wouldn't want to rob you of your saving holy attacks.
Oh.
They'll really
Heavens.
help you.
I will use Sacred Flame on E then.
Okay. Sacred Flame, he makes a save. And unfortunately, he passes. So you called down this like holy energy from the heavens, and it just like falls on the ground somewhere nearby, and he steps to the side like in a bit of a hurry, like "Ooh, oh no!" But you do not incur the wrath of any of the archers this round. Shriek, what do you do? There are many arrows pointing in your general direction.
I know.
Though this is
yeah.
this probably doesn't get through your rage, but what does Shriek do?
So I think while she's in a rage, she's probably not thinking about things super clearly, and she's furious at herself for missing this coward who ran away, and she's furious that he has apparently no sense of honor. Let's see. So her javelin is 3120, and I don't think she can get within 30 regardless of what she does.
Yeah.
But
Unless you have some sort of bonus action dash. It's the only way I could see you reaching.
I don't think so. Rage, blah blah blah. Sorry. So yeah, I think she's just gonna try and peg him with the javelin, and if she dies in her, well, we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Oh, and okay, hold on. Okay, if I put in 1d6, then maybe in the crit thing it won't be angry with me. Okay.
So, with 15 and 11, what happens is you ready this javelin and you heave it into the air, and it sails down and it strikes the man who's running away in the back, and he just goes like, "Glah!" Blood splurts out, covers the grass, and he falls down on the ground. And you see F look back, see the guy dead, look at you, and go, "Drop to the ground!" And then D turns around and goes, "Olaf? Olaf? What do you do?"
And she's just gonna yell at me like, "You first."
You get shot.
And this might be terrible, but you know what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I'm really sorry if she dies, guys, but I just think this is what she'd do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. You get shot.
Yeah,
you might
I know.
survive.
Probably not.
Armor?
It's still at 15.
Still a
So
15,
2 hits.
Only 2. What's your health?
2.
Okay, so it's not feasible for you to remain standing.
No, not really.
Okay. So yeah, you get shot. The first hit drops you down to the ground, and the second hit just kind of like pokes you, and you take 1 fail save. So you're at 1 fail, and
Okay.
no positive, and you've got another pair of arrows in you, and you just like slam on the ground.
Okay.
And that's the ones which had readied actions. They're all spent. A is very much in the throes of death. C. C goes 1, 2, 3, and pulls a sword and puts it to Shriek's neck. G. G goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and prepares an action to attack with his bow if he's ordered to. So he like is just preparing. B goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the same. E just stays where he is and does the same. J stays where he is and does the same. Theron, what do you do?
Let's see if this works. So I'm going to drop all of my gear, like they said. I'm going to put my arms up, and I'm going to go slowly walk. And you said F is the one that's kind of in charge now?
F seems to be the one that's been doing the talking. Although, was it? I think it was G as well that was, but that was just kind of like egging on. But F, most definitely.
Okay, so hands up. I'm
You
going
can see
to...
he's got like a scar on his cheek that kind of makes his jaw twist up a bit.
Okay, and question, I imagine death saving throws can't be inspired? Because they're unconscious?
They can't be inspired by bardic inspiration. You can use inspiration gained throughout a session on them, however.
Yeah. So, let's see. So I'm just going to use my entire turn to approach F with my arms up and get next to Sheik. And I'm pretty sure my movement is 30. Yep. So 60 gets me there.
Okay, so I think this is make a persuasion test.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Persuasion skills. Please work.
Okay. So you step out and you begin approaching, and as you approach, the guy with the scarred cheek, F, so Scarface, Scarface goes, "Good, stay there." As
So
you get
just-
within like 10 feet of Shriek,
So like right here?
right there.
Okay. Well, that's what I can do this turn.
So you just hold. You don't try and like go, "No, I'm a safe Shriek" or anything of that ilk.
Well, I mean, if I can talk, I'm just like, listen, your leader's dead. Your leader's wounded. Our leader's wounded. I think we can just part as friends.
Okay.
Or at least not friends, but like, you know, mutually assured that we'll leave worse off if we continue this.
Okay, so F on his turn, Scarface is like, hang on, and D goes boop 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 and makes a medicine check. Lol.
Oh,
NPCs
God, no.
making medicine checks. It's cute.
Fail.
What's
fail.
your modifier? 0? Yeah, I thought so. So D looks back at F and goes, Olaf will live. And F goes. So Scarface goes, alright. And he turns back to you, Theron, and goes, Olaf's tough enough to live you. You best be dropping your stuff if you want your life. You've dropped your stuff, Theron, right?
Yes.
Yes, kid.
Yeah, so this is directed out loudly to Rosemary and Jack, and he's like, come out from behind that rock, slow! So yeah. H readies a bow, A is unconscious, and will wake up in 1 hour. Woo. Boop. So Jack, what do you do?
That laugh.
I can't move. You shot me.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Please don't fail this. Oh God.
Did I?
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, did I roll 2 on that ones?
Okay, B, who's the one down south, calls out and says, "Oh, if you can't move, I guess you won't be going anywhere. I'll stick you with another arrow." And you see him like draw his bow to shoot you. Do you like start moving? It's clear he doesn't believe you.
Or is it if it's my stuff you want? I ain't got nothing.
Okay. So they don't seem to believe you or anything, but you've bought yourself some time at least. I readies his bow and kind of goes boop boop boop, stepping up, emboldened by their group's victory. Rosemary, what do you do?
I will. Oh. I'm gonna try this. I'm going to drop my stuff, and I will move. Oh, right there. And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on F.
Okay, so what does this look like when you do it?
Um, she mutters something under her breath and raises her arms oh so slowly as if she's going to surrender. And then this bolt of light comes down.
Okay, can you please make a deception
Are you
test?
serious?
A deception?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty good. So you call down this holy fire, and Scarface cowers a bit and steps out of the way, and you see like everyone look around horrified. It's clear they don't understand that you worked this holy magic upon them. But F becomes very angry and goes, "One more trick like that and you'll all die." Shriek, could you please roll a d20? Your death saving throw, if you want to click the button. One success and one fail. C readies an action to kill Shriek, if so ordered. Boop. G continues holding action. B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advances on Jack and shouts out, "Come out from there, you coward!" E readies an action. J follows B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and goes, "Yeah, we'll drag you out." Maybe you'll bump your head. Oh no. Saren, what do you do?
Would you say F is hostile towards me?
Yes.
Damn it.
I mean, they're robbing you. They started by shooting you with arrows, and they're now taking your shit. I can't think of a more hostile way he could be. No,
I was hopeful. I had a plan, but the plan's not going to work.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a very clear. They're not attacking you, but
Yeah.
they're very definitely
Yep.
hostile.
I say to F, listen, we would all just feel a lot more comfortable if your man, just remove the sword from S. She's clearly not going to do any damage. I don't have anything up my sleeves. I roll down my sleeves very extravagantly. Just make this all a little more easy.
Okay, so he shouts out, "The one behind the rock, get him out here, or she dies. I don't care if it's a kid." even though it's obviously a halfling.
Yeah.
F.
Yeah, I don't know how much we bonded when we got out here, but like, don't feel obligated to risk your lives and your stuff for a dumbass barbarian. Like, just know that I, as a player, will completely understand. I feel like I should have said that before everybody left the rock, but ugh.
It's all clear.
I never
Everyone.
miss a chance for glory.
H. Ready to action. A. A is the unconscious person. Jack. What do you do?
Oh, you say you want me stuff. Is that right?
Yeah. He goes, "Shut up and get out from behind that rock, or your friend dies." And he goes, 1,
All
2,
right, just give me a bleeding minute. I'm bleeding.
you'll
I'm
bleed
gonna move.
more.
I'm gonna move over to this side of the rock and continue to lean against it as I am injured. There, I'm out from behind the rock. You want my stuff? I'm gonna leave it in a pile over here.
Okay,
I'm
so
keeping my ale.
That's all you care about.
okay, so Scarface guy cries out, "He looks like he's giving us a bit of trouble!" And the guy down south, B, who was heckling you earlier, Jack, goes, "Oh, we'll fix that." And they draw their bows taut. I continues readying an action. Rosemary, are you doing anything?
I am going to. Let's see.
Also, as a point, would you like to take a break here? Take a 5 minutes, consider your actions.
Is there
the
any point,
situation.
or are we all about to get executed in the next 5 minutes? Like,
I mean, quite probably. Do you wanna carry on playing till this plays out, or do you want to take a 5 minute break, come back to a 10-minute session? It's up to you.
You have such confidence in our current situation.
I I think we should take a 5 minute break and come back,
Okay.
discuss amongst
All right.
yourselves how you might get out of
Okay.
this or not, and okay. So stream looks like we might have a first TPK or total loot steal. Who knows? See you in 5 minutes.